You've reached the activism portion of today's show. Now that you're informed and angry, here's what you can do about it. Today's activism: get money out of politics. We've all spent so much of the last few years lamenting the increasing polarization in our country, so it's easy to forget that there is still one thing that most Americans truly agree on: getting corporate money out of politics. In poll after poll, the vast majority of Democrats, Independents, and Republicans oppose the Citizens United decision and see special interest lobbying and election spending as negatively impacting our politics. And that is what makes our current reality all the more troubling. We had the largest mass shooting in U.S. history this year, but Congress is trying to pass NRA-approved gun legislation. We've seen devastating damage from some of the strongest hurricanes in history this year. But Trump and Republicans have rolled back environmental protections at fossil fuel industry's request. Many are still not recovered from the Great Recession of 2008, and yet our government continues to let the banks run wild and deregulate Wall Street. It's all so wildly out of touch with how Americans feel that we're actually seeing Republicans just flat out admitting that they're doing their donors' bidding. If there was ever a time to join forces and come together, it's now. There are many groups fighting money in politics, but each of them have a slightly different approach, so we want to tell you about a few of them. We recommend, first up, Wolfpack. Founded by the Young Turks, Wolfpack is going state by state to call for a constitutional convention. They believe that a new constitutional amendment is the only way to truly stop money in politics and level the playing field. You can join up with a chapter in your state and learn more at wolf-pack.com. Next, we have All of Us, which launched WeWillReplaceYou.org to target corporate Democrats, and they have recently announced they are merging with the Justice Democrats. Justice Democrats, as you may recall, are backing progressive candidates that refuse to take corporate or PAC money. So you can head over to allofus.org or justicedemocrats.org to get involved. And finally, Represent.us is fighting money in politics by putting municipal anti-corruption laws on the ballot at the local and state level. They've already succeeded in dozens of cities and states and are currently defending the legislation which passed in South Dakota and is now under attack. So you can head over to Represent.us to learn more and join their fight. And if you are really hardcore, Represent.us is hosting the Unrig the System Summit in early February in New Orleans. This 3-day event at Tulane University aims to bring together, quote, the brightest minds from the right and left, unquote, to get money out of politics. The lineup of speakers includes Mayday PAC founder Lawrence Lessig, Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks, former White House ethics counsel for George W. Bush, Richard Painter, Nina Turner of Our Revolution, and Represent.us board members / famous people Jennifer Lawrence and Kerry Washington. You can learn more about the summit and register at unrigsystem.com. The segment notes include all of the links to this information as well as additional resources, and as always, this and every activism segment we produce is archived and organized under the activism tab at bestoftheleft.com. So if making sure we have free and fair elections and an actual democracy is important to you, be sure to hit the share buttons to spread the word about getting money out of politics via social media so that others in your network can spread the word too.